and welcome, viewers. Half an hour back, even less, the man who was in the house, who worked for Sushant, took a salary from him and lived in his flat, who was there when he died. His name, viewers, is Siddharth Pithani. He ran away from a live interview, which I find suspicious. His answers were unconvincing. But I did get him to admit that he was giving medicines to Sushant that Riya got for him. Viewers, when I started to ask him what happened that night chronologically on the day of the murder and in the immediate few hours before it, and yes, I will call it a murder, he ran away. My experience tells me that these are people who need a very detailed investigation, not the cover-up that the Mumbai police is doing. This man says he knew nothing about the financial dealings. He stayed in the house. He knew nothing about Riya extracting money from Sushant. He stayed in the house. That he didn't even know why why Riya left Sushant. He stayed in the house, and let me say today, it does not add up. Just like the statement of Sandeep Singh, the so-called friend of Sushant, who said on my program that he ran to the crime scene and even entered the crime scene after hearing about Sushant's death at his house. Just like that statement does not add up with the statement of Congress politician Sanjay Nirupam, who said Sandeep was with him and not at his house when the death was reported. These two are completely different narrations. They collide with each other. It doesn't add up. And as an investigative journalist, the first sign that you are on the right track is when the anecdotal and eyewitness accounts show mismatches and inconsistencies. Viewers, I want to remind you this is exactly what happened in the Sheena Bora case. And while I'm incredibly grateful to you for your outpouring of support for our investigation here at Republic, we all are here at Republic grateful to you. I implore all the authorities today, I implore them, and with the greatest of respect to the lordships, the justices of the Supreme Court of India, I publicly implore the Supreme Court of India to now intervene. This is a huge case. The Supreme Court of India has the powers. The Supreme Court of India cannot and should not, with the greatest of respect, allow this national mockery to continue. Your lordships of the Supreme Court of India, Riya should have been arrested by now. Riya should have been interrogated by the CBI by now, not be allowed to release 20-second videos from unknown locations. And I know that Bollywood is quiet, because they know that their dirtiest, long-kept, hidden secrets are now under our scrutiny. But unless the Supreme Court intervenes, and unless the intervention of the Supreme Court makes the CBI step in, the full gamut of this investigation, the full gamut of the investigation needed in this case cannot be unleashed. And that tragedy, and I'm imploring the Supreme Court, we all should, that tragedy, my lordships in the Supreme Court, cannot be allowed to happen. Viewers, today there is a national discussion on the strong possibility of a Maharashtra politician who was at a party attended by Disha on the 8th, immediately after which Riya stormed out of Sushant's house, which also happened hours after Disha died. Now, what does this tell you? Even a lay person, I don't know what the Mumbai Police Commissioner is doing. Even a lay person therefore knows that Disha's death and Sushant's death are linked. And this is a country of 130 crore people. It cannot see a state government and one police commissioner cover all this up. This cover-up must end and will end now, ladies and gentlemen. Raise your voice, viewers. Raise your voice repeatedly.